Not far off 150 Serie A meetings now. Milan comfortably lead the head-to-head and are one short of 60 top-flight wins over Torino. Just have that solitary point cushion over Inter at the top going into the game. 27 league matches they'd been unbeaten since football resumed post-lockdown back in the summer, until that loss against Juventus. The first since losing here against Genoa on the 8th of March last year, 304 days earlier. They've been without their talisman since late November against Napoli. Zlatan, who scored 10 goals through his first 6 appearances of the season, will be hoping for number 7 from the subs bench a little later tonight. Here come the teams. Not since Fortis Nachna's winner in March of 1985 have Torino beaten Milan at San Siro in Serie A. 24 unsuccessful attempts have followed. History is not necessarily on their side tonight. They have beaten Milan in 2 of the club's last 3 meetings. And they arrive keen to prove that progress is being made under Marco Giampaolo. Difficult start to his first season in charge, as it was last year here at San Siro, where he was afforded just 7 games before being dismissed. Too short a period, he says, to make any type of judgment on his tenure. His team will be out to back the... Well, Milan out to prove the end of their long unbeaten start in Serie A was merely in actually on Juventus' all-time record of 44 games. He has to learn from in particular. Appeals for a hand in there. Referee is content to let it continue. Again, it's Belotti against him. Back to Castillejo again as the Spaniards attempt to combine. Castillejo, the corner had been taken short, cleared only as far as Tonali. Champions 3 suspension, but straight back into the side. Needs must really for Milan in the midfield at Hernandez. Liao with a touch, Brahim Diaz. Theo Hernandez will need them here. Still with Castillejo this season, despite the fact that he hasn't featured since November. Theo Hernandez. Hauger. Theo Hernandez again was looking
in the number 9 position. Here he goes again.
Might open up for Theo Hernandez. Conceded. Tonali with the free kick. Real Madrid loanee waits to take and delivers dangerously. About 60 million euros for him over 3 years ago. Torino wanted 100 million euros at the time. So I thought they may go. Scored more at an away venue.
Distances between the players is really a long way.
Coming into it. And back into it to deliver the cross as well for the corner kick, but takes it short to Hauger. Belotti. Strong initially to hold on to.
Good movement, a lot of confidence.
There goes Kessie. And this time it will be delivered directly into the danger. He has been back with the full group. Every possibility of another one.
Chance this season.
Swings it in, but straight 19. Pioli came in to replace him. That's now this season. Here come Milan through the middle. Rafael Leao is in, and there's the goal that the early dominance has surely deserved. Taken smartly by Rafael Leao. Inspired perhaps by the presence of the top scorer Zlatan back on the bench tonight, but he's been in fine form himself recently. 5th goal of the season, and just reward really for the Rossoneri's early. 25 minutes they've had so far, given how Torino have either approached it or been forced. Breaks for Singo to try and sling in the cross, where Rodriguez was arriving, one wing back to the other.
Milan.
Brahim Diaz did really well to trick his way into the penalty area, and questions asked of the referee. Diaz left to beat the ground in frustration as Fabio Maresca says play on. Might be one for VAR maybe. Up from the spot against Sirigu. It's coolly done from Kessie for 2-0 Milan. He takes full advantage from the spot, and the leaders double their advantage here.
He's got a great technique on penalties, just so calm. I think maybe is he too casual yet? He just strokes it into the bottom corner just about every time. Milan have been so on top. They certainly deserve to be ahead.
His 3-year tenure at the club. And spell with PSV in the Eredivisie last season as well. It's a free kick. Just ahead of Bremer. And still with Rafael Leao. He was trying to tee one up for Brahim Diaz. Rodriguez had read the intention. They've looked for a while. Verdi will get it back. This would have gone this time for the challenge on him before Bremer blasted it. It is Ricardo Rodriguez. It was a wonderful effort which comes back off the bar. So close. Win here in this fixture. Might be in here. It was played forward by Belotti towards Verdi. Rafael Leao taking the pass from Kessie and returning it to him. He's in again here. Sirigu with a save. Very near. Operation against Castellano as well. His team collectively have never really perhaps recovered their composure. There is a hoping for from his team tonight after the midweek defeat at the break here.
You can see Lanetti, one of those that will come on, but they have to get on the front foot, start attacking. And maybe that's where that stat comes from. In the last half hour, they concede so many goals because they find themselves behind. They're going to have to push forward. They're going to have to open up, and that does leave themselves open to the counter-attack.
Lanetti is, as you say, going to come on here. He'd started every game in Serie A so far this season until tonight. The Polish international looked maybe a little off the pace. And the Rossoneri get us restarted, in charge and set to retain top spot this weekend as it stands.
And that difficult, so it does all point to Milan really storming on.
As Calabria was attempting to take, he's going to leave it though with a touch for Tonali, and he's overhit that one. To throw himself, Belotti with a flick towards Verdi, he goes down and penalty given. Simone Verdi caught, Torino with the chance here to halve the deficit.
Well, this is another contentious one because
Ricardo Rodriguez for Torino disguised the ball into the box towards Belotti. Didn't quite the action shortly, but it's Torino on the attack in the meantime with Belotti. Took it back in field and does get the decision here. Kicks it into the danger area. Cleared as far as Lanetti, who had Hauger in the week. And Singo surges forward. He's covered really good ground here. Just ran out of room at the end of it. He is going to get the corner kick. Bit more urgency injected by Çalhanoğlu's just come on. Is he going to step straight into the spotlight? Torino committing plenty forward into a very congested penalty area, but the delivery wasn't good enough, and it was comfortably cleared by the first line of defence. They have fashioned a little bit of space here, and they've got plenty of men in the middle, but the cross cut out. Substitute Muru, who did start against Hellas Verona in midweek. He's got the fix midweek, takes the free kick here into the danger area. Simon Kier just about.
Greece get themselves into the lead. Yeah, this is all